Hello, I am Darton, and this is my armor set. First, I'd like to tell you about the Silver Serpent Blade. Silver Serpent Blade has, as you can see, ice attribute. So therefore it should be good for monsters like, I don't know, you find out. Sorry. It's the Kuzuya Shock Sword. Look something like this. Kuzuya Shock Sword. It's good for monsters that are bad with thunder, yeah. Now for the low levels, this is called the Blue Claw Blade. It's a fairly strong weapon for beginners, and it's not very hard to get. The Blue Wing, it's a very strong sword. It should be good against like monsters like the Blonga Gaga and other things that are not really good to fire. The Centauriu Raven. This is a good blade if you want to hit like extra damage, and it's fairly sharp. This is one of my favorite swords because it's one of the first ones I made. The Sword of Diablos. It looks very cool and yeah, and it's strong. This is also a very good attacker sword. The Chitirna. This is a very good sword against dragons, and the Blushing Dame should be very well and helpful. This is the Kirin Shock Sword. This sword is probably better than the Kuzuya Shock Sword, and it's very, very sharp. So you should try getting this if you're going against monsters that don't like thunder, such as the Plushidora. This is my bone katana. I'm still working on this one. This is just the normal good katana for beginners. The Devil Slicer. Once because a true Devil Slicer will be a very good long sword for thunder. I also sometimes like using bows. As I was saying, let's see, I use bows sometimes. Bows are kind of helpful if you want to range monsters and it's at like a stage where there's like a roof or something you can jump on. The Fozano, as you know, beginner armor. Yeah, I'll show you one of my full sets that I've been working on. I'll update these time by time. I use my swords a lot more than I use those. That's my Raytheon set. It's my full Raytheon set. This is my Raytheon set. As you know, well, as you might not know, it gives you health plus 20 and poison irritation. Meaning, usually, like let's say monsters like the Raytheon, if it was to do a poison move, usually you would lose half. When you're losing health, it would be like 2 times slower, so you could live longer. And you could last poison, as in some poisons might not last long. Let's see, I'll show you another set. My rocket set. This is my Rafflos set right here. The Rafflos set is very decent. It gives you a strong amount of attack up. So it makes you stronger. You also have detect, so you can know like the monster's moves and movements and stuff. And you have paradiration, so you like, let's say you know how Genpray and Gentrum, when they do like bite you, you'll resist that a little bit longer. I'll show you another set. Let's see. Yeah, this set. It's one of my favorite sets because I kind of like, I didn't do anything to it. I just put stones to help it. This is my Tiger X set. Looks kind of demonic and cool. It's one of my favorite monsters. Tiger X set. It's very strong, and it gives you auto tracker, so you don't need to find the monster. Like, it'll find it for you, so you don't need paintballs. You eat fast, so that's really helpful. So if you're about to die, or as they say, unconscious, you can run, eat quicker, have your health faster. I put stones for Farsight, so I wouldn't need a map, but it's very close to get here protection, so I might think about doing that too, so I could be protected by screams. Here's another one of my sets. I fight this monster a lot of times on my bus with my friends. This is the Kieran set. The Kieran set gives you all resistance plus 5. Therefore, like, you know, for status, your resistance should be plus 5 more. It also gives you elemental attack up. Therefore, your elemental attack is stronger. Item users decline. I really don't know what that is, but it doesn't mean you can't not use items, because I use items when I'm fighting monsters. And I'll show you 2 more sets of mine, and then I'll close the video. Oh yeah, bear in mind to keep in touch, because I update more and more videos, and I'll show you my progress. I won't show you these old ones either. I'll show you newer. Anyway, this is my Azul Raffalo set, Raffalo Soul as they call it. It doesn't really do much, but gives you a medium attack up, so it's kind of like the original, but not. And you have earplug, therefore you have hearing protection. So screams and stuff probably wouldn't hurt you as much. You wouldn't get affected. And I'll show you one set that I kind of made up by myself. I think it looks pretty cool. I look like kind of a person from Bleach, just with armor. Alright, I like to both. See? Now, with this, if I was to put my stones on it, I'd have poison, irritation, and I would have defense plus 20, which would probably really help me when I'm fighting monsters. Well, close that up. That's it. Bye-bye.